I hope all of you are aware about what is fixed deposit and recurring deposit. Can anybody write down a definition for everyone in the chat window? What do we understand by FDs and RDs? Fixed deposit and recurring deposit. Take 10 seconds to write down your answers. Or you can message me directly if you are not confident enough, but still want to give some sort of definition. What are FDs and RDs? Okay, so all right. Depositing amount for a fixed period of time, 1 year or more than 1 year. Fixed deposit are like you put a lump sum in your bank for a fixed tenure at an agreed rate of interest. FD provides high rate of interest for fixed saving. Okay, good enough. Depositing a lump sum of amount in fixed deposit. RDs are an advanced version of the fixed deposit. Okay, good. The sum of money is blocked for the period of the deposit. Fixed deposit is the amount invested or deposited in the bank account and expected some returns in future. Good. All right. Good understanding. So see, banks have various investment products. RD is a periodic amount investment. Good. So banks have various investment options. The most basic one and the primary one which anybody will start with is the savings account. Now, savings account is a demand account. By demand account, we mean that whenever the customer wants the money, whatever up to the maximum amount of money which is lying in the account of the customer, the bank is liable to return that money on demand. Let's say I have 10 lakh rupees in my savings account. So if I go to the bank with a check for withdrawal and I write down the complete amount of money, that is, I want to withdraw 10 lakh rupees out of my account, doesn't matter whether the bank have that much amount of money or not, the bank is liable to pay me that amount of money on demand basis immediately, right? Now what happens? Apart from nowadays in savings account, we are getting returns, interest rate return of 2.5 to 3%. Okay, some of the banks, just to attract the customers, they are offering a little higher rate of interest, that is maybe 5%, 6%. But the stable banks, the established banks, which have goodwill, which have a higher goodwill in the market, and they don't need to attract the customers by offering them a little higher rate of interest on savings account. These banks are offering 2.5 to 3% rate of interest over the savings bank. This is on per annum basis, not on monthly basis. Okay. Now this is a very, very, very low amount of rate of interest. Now, if somebody wants to earn a little higher amount of rate of interest, so this individual have one more option available in the banks, that is the FD and the RD. So let's say you are opening one FD account and one RD account in SBI. So the rate of interest and both of these investments you are making for 2 years time period. Okay, you are investing in an FD for 2 years time period. You are opening an RD account for 2 years time period. So the rate of interest which will be offered on both of these products by the same bank, that is the SBI, it will be exactly the same. So mind that different banks may have different rates of interest for both of these products, but within the same bank, the RD and the FD will have the same rate of interest, because the actual product is not RD and FD. The actual product's name is term deposit, TERM, term deposit. That is, you are depositing money with the bank for a particular term, that is for a particular time period. Now, the way in which you are going to deposit that money in the bank for a particular term, that will define that whether you are making an FD or an RD. So if you are investing a lump sum amount of money, then that will be called FD account. And if you will be promising to the bank that you will be investing, let's say 1,000 rupees on a monthly basis in a bank for the next 2 years time period. So in that case, that will be called a recurring deposit account, that is the RD account. By recurring, we mean something which is happening again and again with a fixed frequency. Okay, reoccurring. So which is why we are calling it as recurring deposit. Okay, so RD and FD, the difference is only in the mode of style of investment, that is either lump sum or maybe on a installment basis, right? So in both of these products also, we are getting anywhere between 5 to 6% rate of interest these days. 5 to 6% in itself again is a very low rate of interest. So somebody who is not satisfied with these rates of return, now